Okay, I'm here to talk about the Magnum Stealth Force boot. It's full leather. These boots come in many flavours. This one is the non-composite toe, or any of that funky stuff, just the bog standard one. First impressions of the boot: it's a good full leather boot. Looks well constructed. It's held up well so far during my week-long test. There's a few negative points, but first of all I'll talk about the positive points. The positive points being the non-metallic loopholes for the laces. These will help with the non-threading of the laces, which is a problem sometimes, but also it's, as the website says, it's detector safe. Non-metallic parts is always good to have. Another good point is at the rear of the boot you have this curvature here, which aids driving with your boots on. A lot of people find that driving with boots on is a problem, especially if you're not used to it. Well, this bit at the back of the boot means that driving is no longer a problem in boots. You could easily drive for hours and hours with these boots on without any sort of problems or getting your foot stuck or whatever. Another good bit is at the back here it has a cutout, as you would, which makes it easier to get your foot in, which is always handy. Some downsides is that with this cutout it's easy to get your foot in, but there's no lever or any sort of loop to pull the boot up as you're putting the boots in, which makes it harder to get them on in a hurry, because you have to then fully loosen the laces rather than just being able to pull them in and pull the back up. So yeah, it definitely needs a loop at the back here. This kick pad, I'm not quite sure what it's for. It just basically makes the back of the boot rock solid. When testing them, it's ripped my feet apart. You've got this rock solid bit at the back here, and then on the inside where the two bits of the leather meet, there's stitching that's exposed to the back of your foot, which rubs. So that's very uncomfortable, to say the least. Another problem is the loop here is just material. As you can see from the close-up picture, it's just a piece of material that is going to snap at some stage. Not quite sure why they decided to put material there instead of plastic. I know with the metal loops that you get on boots that it does cause a snapping action on the laces after a certain amount of time, but this seems to make it so that the laces don't snap but the boot does, which is not a better solution, I don't think. The laces themselves are not as nice as what you get with the classics. When you try and tighten your boots up, they chew your hands apart. I definitely will be trying to get some new laces for these, because the laces that come with them aren't particularly good. The grip's very good. At the moment it's very snowy and icy, and although obviously on ice there's no grip at all, when there is a bit of grip it finds it and you're going nowhere. And also going from outside in wet, snowy, icy conditions to interior conditions, you don't find the usual slipping that you get when you first walk inside. It's straightaway grip, which is always good. But yeah, other than that, very good boot. It's now broken in, so it's quite comfortable. Very warm. I mean, it's like -6 most nights now, and my feet are the warmest part of my body. So yeah, very, very warm boots, even with thin socks on. The inner sole is amazing. So comfortable. I mean, I walk for hours and hours every shift, and I'm standing around a lot of the time as well, and yeah, very, very comfortable. So I could wear these every day of the week, no problems. So I recommend these boots. There are some improvements to be made, but I have no doubt that Magnum will put these improvements into the future models. But if you do a lot of walking and you want comfort, warmth and stability, then these boots are the boots for you, most definitely.